everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Chantel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this very pretty cut crease coral eye look. Before we move on with the video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, comment down below any other videos you want to see from me. Whenever I use your idea, I will give you guys a shout out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. And let's get started with today's makeup look. Starting off by moisturizing my lips, I'm using the Blistex Lip Balm. I'm going to be taking my headband and just putting this to move the hair away from my face. To moisturize my face, I'm using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream. For foundation, I used two of Maybelline's Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This is in the shade 110 and the 120. I'm going to be mixing those two foundations on this little palette that I have and just using a small brush to mix the two together, and then the same brush to apply it onto my face. And then to blend out my foundation, I'm using this makeup sponge from Amazon. It's like a velvet sponge. So I'm just going to be applying the foundation all over my face. I'm going to be taking a little bit more and just going over any areas that need a little bit more coverage. So for some reason on camera, my foundation looks a little bit too white for me, but in person it's not, I promise. Now moving on to cream contour, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Balance Foundation Stick. And this is in the shade Coconut. And then I'm going to be using the Real Techniques contour brush to apply that. So going in and picking some of that product up, and then placing it where I want to define the hollows of my cheek. I'm also going to be taking that along my hairline, bringing that up towards my forehead. And then to make sure that's all blended, I'm going to be going in with my sponge again and just blending over top of it. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and again using two shades just so I can get my perfect match. And these are in the shade 5 and 10. So I'm going to be placing that underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, a little bit in between my brows. And then again using my sponge to blend that out. And then to set my concealer in place, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10. Moving on to brows, I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. To set them in place, I'm using the Morphe Clear Brow Gel. To clean up my brows, I'm using the same brush that I used to spray out the foundation on my face, and the concealer that I use under my eyes. I just applied a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to be taking that and going around to clean up and also highlight underneath my brow. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline City Bronzer in 100. I'm also going to be taking a little bit of this to deepen up the contour, and this is from the Highlight and Contour palette from NYX. And I'm using the Morphe contour brush. So I'm going to be placing that right over top of the cream contour. To blend that out, I'm just going to be using this big blender brush from Walmart. For blush, I'm using this e.l.f. Powder Blush Palette and the Morphe Blush Brush. I'm just going to be taking a little bit of all of the colors and placing that right above the bronzer. It's a little bit too much. And also bring that a little bit towards my nose. And going in again and blending that out. To clean up my contour, I'm going to be going a little bit with the loose finishing powder and the sponge and just placing that right underneath just to create a sharp line. For eyes, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35O palette and the James Charles eye brush set. So starting off with the transition shades, I'm going to be using the M441 brush and grabbing this shade right here and a little bit of this one and placing that on my crease and blending it upwards towards my brow bone. And then I'm also going to be taking a little bit of this one and this shade right here and placing that onto my crease to deepen it up. After those are all blended in, I'm going to be using the same brush and taking these two orangey colors, just a lighter orange and the darker shade, and I'm going to be placing that on the outer half. And I'm going to be using a card to place that so the shadow finishes right where the card is. So I just blended that in on the outer half of my lid and also in my crease and towards the inner part. I'm just doing the same thing on the other eye. To deepen up the outer V, I'm going to be going in with the M433 brush and taking this shade right here and a little bit of this brown and focusing this color on the outer V. And just going in with the first brush and blending all of that out. For my lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with the M456 brush and the same colors that I applied onto my lid. So these two burnt orangey shades and a little bit of this one and buffing that on my lower lash line. So I'm looking a little crazy right now, and there was also a little bit of follow. So I'm going to be going in and taking a little bit of the loose finishing powder and placing that underneath, not touching my lower lash line shadow. Just going underneath to clean up and also brighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to leave that in while I finish the top of my eyes. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a cut crease, and to do that I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 330 and the M224 brush. So I'm going to be placing some of that concealer on the back of my hands. So taking some of that and placing it on the center of my lid, slowly going upwards. And then I'm just going to be dragging that inwards to the inner corner. And just doing the same thing on the other eye. So over top of that concealer, I'm going to be going in with this glittery shade right here. And I'm going to be placing that right on the center. For the inner third of my lid, I'm going to be taking this shade and blending that in towards the shade that I applied right in the center. I'm going to be using the M152 brush and taking both of those glittery shades and going right in my crease just to help blend it out. To help blend right over here so there isn't a harsh line, I'm going to be taking both of these glittery shades and placing that right over top of the line. I'm going to be taking the M441 brush and just blending all of that in. I'm just going in and taking a little bit of the lightest glittery shade and placing that on my inner corner. I'm also going to be taking a little bit of this and placing it underneath my brow bone. Before finishing off the eyes, I'm going to be going in and wiping off that bake. So just taking my big blender brush again and wiping the powder underneath the contour and underneath my eyes. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Golden Flower Crown. And the Morphe highlighter brush. So taking some of that and placing that on the high points of my face, so like my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, my chin, and also a little bit above my brow. And again, going in and blending that out. To set that all in place, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Lasting Fix Setting Spray. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim Liquid Liner. And I'm just going to be placing this on my upper lash line. That way when I go in with the lashes, they blend a little bit easier. Before applying lashes, I'm going to be going in and doing my mascara. First, I'm going to curl my lashes. This is a Revlon eyelash curler. And then I'm going in with the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. The lashes I use is the Ardell Demi Wispies. And the eyelash glue I use is the Kiss Lash Adhesive with Aloe in black. While I wait for the lash glue to dry, I'm going to be going in and applying some mascara on my lower lashes. To help blend in my natural lashes with the falsies, I'm going to be going in and curling my eyelashes again. The last and final step is lips. For lip liner, I'm going to be going in with the MAC lip liner in the shade Etc. Over top of that, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe matte lipstick in the shade Wifey. And I'm going to be going in with the Morphe lip gloss in the shade Pop. So this is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Also, comment down below any video ideas you guys have for me. Whenever I use your idea, I'll give you guys a shout out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!